YouTubers, this is Superman G coming back at you one more again. In this video I am going to show you, in case any of you are interested in possibly starting the hobby of drone flying. I was actually introduced to this by a relative of mine last year. So I researched online various websites, various drones. Didn't want to get anything too expensive because this will be my first experience of flying a drone. So the drone I came across, I got it from a website, or found it on a website called geekbuying.com, and I'll be sure to put a link to the website in the description below. Now you can get these drones from any place. Amazon, I think Newegg sells them, Geek Buying, GearBest I believe is one, even eBay sells these. So you can pretty much get them anywhere that you wish to look for. So I went to Geek Buy and found this drone. Now other people have different opinions about drones, about which drone that are out there, and that's okay. You know, it's what you want, you know, from the drone. It's what you want to do, and it's how much you can afford. I'm going to open this up and show you what the drone looks like. I have in here the instructions, or the manual. Sorry about that, something sticky. This is a quick start guide for the Bugs 4W. This is made by MJX. This is a cover for stickers that you get with it, along as well as the memory card. This particular drone supports memory cards up to SD memory cards up to 32 gigs. It won't support anything bigger than that, so don't waste your money getting a 64 or 128. Oh, also when it comes to the memory card, make sure it is a class 10 or above. Anything under that, it won't work. It'll kick back an error message, and you won't be able to record or take pictures on your drone, if the drone that you get has that capability. This particular drone I have does have the capability to take pictures and video, and it gets recorded all onto the media file, the SD memory card. Also have a screwdriver and extra propellers, which these will come in handy. And then I have here the there's a registration. Because this drone weighs more than 249 grams, I had to register this drone. If you have a drone that weighs 249 or less, 249 grams or less, you do not have to register it with the FAA. But considering this drone weighs over 600 grams, I had to go to FAA.org and register it. And you also have to have this on you at all times, your registration paper. It's $5 every 3 years, so it's not bad. That's not bad at all. But you have to keep this registration paper that you, once you buy it, you can print it out at your home computer, and then you make sure you keep this on you at all times whenever you're flying your drone. I also have a charging cable here that I purchased from Amazon. It takes USB Type C. It also comes with the remote control, which is here. And the remote control is you know, it folds out, and then you can put your cell phone in here so that you can actually see the video and the pictures that you're taking off your smartphone. So if you're going to use your cell phone, you need to make sure that it has 802.11ac, which is 5G. Okay, you can Google it to find out if your phone has 5G capability. I can turn it on for you, show you what it looks like. These are your navigation buttons: up, down, strafe, left, right, forward, backward, rotation left, rotation right. This button right here is for your camera or video setting. Up here you have your one flight takeoff and land. This is for your camera gimbal. So this will rotate the camera down and then up, however you want to choose it, 90 degrees to 0 degrees. This button here has landing lights on the bottom of it. You can turn the landing lights on and turn them off. The landing lights are very bright. And then this other button also controls the speed of the aircraft. You have slow speed and a high speed. I could recommend using the slow speed for when you're video recording or taking pictures. So that way the drone moves a little more slowly when you're panning or you're strafing or you're moving the drone from place to place. This is the start button basically to turn on the remote, and then this button here starts your rotors. And once you start your rotors, then from there you can push this button here that'll make it take off and land if you choose. This is not a rechargeable remote. It does take batteries back here. Also, you have your signal strength here from your drone, and this shows the remote transmission signal, the strength of each. This is your mode readout. This also has GPS, so this button over here turns your GPS on and turns it off. This button here is one touch return to home. So if you lose the drone, like the other day I was in the sun, couldn't see the drone, so I pushed the return to home button and it came back to me. So if it goes out of range, the range of the transmitter, it'll let you know, it'll start beeping. You push return to home, it'll come back home to you. The drone itself is what's called a foldable drone. A foldable drone folds up. This is where the battery goes. I don't have it in there right now because I'm having them charged. This is the 4K camera. So far I've flown it. It's pretty good, but it folds out. So you want to take your bottom arm first, bring it out, top arm is next, and repeat it for the other side as well. Bottom is out, trying to stay in camera range, and there you go. This is the end result, and this is what it looks like. So over here is where your memory card goes, right in that little slot right there. And you want to put it upside down when you insert it. Not right side up, but upside down. On each of these arms, there's a LED light. You probably can see the clearness of it, but there's a LED light on each of the arms. And they really are for indication purposes, let you know which is the front of the drone and which is the back of the drone. They also are status indicator lights to let you know about the status of the battery. When the battery gets low, your remote will start beeping, and there are green and red lights on this drone, and when the battery gets low, all the lights will turn red, and then they'll start like not strobing, but they'll start flashing, let you know, hey, battery's getting low, you need to think about bringing me back home and landing me before I run out of power. Supposedly this drone will return back to home when the power the battery gets below a certain threshold of energy. So if you want to keep flying until it gets to that point, then that's up to you. Personally, once it starts beeping, I'm bringing it home and I'm switching out the batteries. On the bottom, you have some LED lights right here. These are your landing lights, and then these are your optical flow sensor and your ultrasonic sensors right here. So this will help with the GPS of it hovering, and this also helps when you're landing the aircraft. It's pretty fast. It goes about 25 miles an hour, I believe, from what I've researched. And your power button is right here. And like I said, whenever you start this up, whenever you start up a drone, any drone, you want to make sure you calibrate it first. And the instruction booklet will show you how to calibrate it. But you want to go through the calibration process, because what will happen is, if you do, your drone will respond when you're trying to bring it back home, when the battery gets low, or something in that particular effect. If you don't do those calibrations, you could lose your drone. When you're flying drones, also make certain that you check out if you can fly in the areas that you can fly. Some of these no-fly areas are places like prisons, plants such as chemical plants or plants of that nature. You can't fly them over people, obviously, but you can fly them over neighborhoods, but you got to make sure they're high enough. And also be aware about where you're flying these drones, because there are other aircraft in the area, like planes. The area where I live at, there are low-flying aircraft sometimes, so you have to be very careful about where I'm flying my drone. with that said, I am going to show you some video footage of what I caught with this drone. If you see little wavy issues in the video, that's just from the way this drone is, because this is not what's called a 3-axis gimbal camera. It's got a stabilization function on here, but because of this, the way it's fixed to it, there are waves that appear on the video. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just the way that this particular drone's video is. It's stable, but you're gonna have a little drawback when it comes to that jello effect. But I did both a day flight and a night flight with this drone, and I'm going to show you video of it and as well as pictures. Okay, so stand by and be ready for the video and the pictures. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. You also may want to consider this. This is a helipad or a landing pad or a launching pad, whichever you want to call it. And these are stakes that come with it. There's 3 of them in the pouch here that comes with the pouch here. But this particular landing pad, it opens up. It's big. It's pretty big. But it's got 2 sides. It's got an orange side and a blue side, and you can use either one. This one illuminates at night. So at night, if you want to do some night flying, which I'm going to show you, I didn't use this at night. I just forgot about it when I meant to bring it, but I didn't bring it last night when I did the flight. But it'll illuminate at night, so you can see where to land your drone. So with that being said, I am going to cut to the video of the drone. Here we go. certainly hope you enjoyed that video. I think I did a pretty good job considering it was, you know, I'm still getting used to it. And it's something that I really enjoy, and I think something that you'll enjoy if you give it a chance. And I hope that you also understand the rules and regulations when it comes to flying these drones. You have to be responsible. It's just like driving a car. You have to be responsible when you're flying these drones. So make sure you don't do anything stupid or silly with them, because when you do that, reports start generating, and next thing you know, they're going to start grounding all drones, and you're going to ruin it for a whole lot of people who are interested and who enjoy flying these. So please, if you get a drone, be responsible. Don't act like a jackass and start doing stupid things with it, because that's not what they're meant for. But I hope this helps you all out and give you some insight as to whether or not you wish to take up on this hobby. You guys be safe, take care, peace out.